This show is sponsored by Singles Sealed Memorabilia. Find them on Instagram at Singles Sealed Memorabilia and on eBay at Singles and Sealed. Turning their collecting hobby and passion into a shop dream, bringing a variation of wrestling cards to collectors all around the world. They make their own mystery bundles and bring unusual cards to the graded scene. They have 100% positive eBay customer feedback with over 3,000 sales. We do thank Single Sealed Memorabilia for the continued support of the Squared Circle Relics podcast.
And now, presenting from across the pond, it's the Squared Circle Relics podcast.
Hello and welcome to episode 41 of the Squared Circle Relics podcast. I'm your host Chris at Cambridge Trading Cards on YouTube, and I'm joined as always by Jamie and Dave. How you boys doing?
Not bad,
Episode
mate.
41.
Good.
41. 42? My age. That's going to be a good one. I like that. It's the meaning of life, 42 as well. Jesus.
It is the
gonna be
meaning
good
of life
fun.
42.
Anyway, yeah, no, really good, man. Really good.
Good,
Not feeling half as crap as I did when we last spoke. So, all good, man. All good.
Excellent. Jamie?
Yeah, all right. I
How
kind
you
of feel it's a bit of a blur, though. Like, 40 being like the Mega 5 best of type one, it kind of didn't feel like a proper episode, if that makes sense. A bit weird.
Yeah.
It feels weird to go from 39 to 41, but it is what it, it's back in sequence. First proper show of the year, I guess, at this point.
It
First
is. Yeah,
normal
It is
show
the
of the
first
year.
show of the year,
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
I think the other one was just before the new year, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
in Crimbo
Yeah,
Limbo
yeah.
week, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
first
Crimbo
proper
Limbo.
show.
Cool. You boys been up to anything? Just working?
I mean, do you want me to do my Transformer story?
Yes,
yeah.
this is a
Do
perfect
you want me to do
forum.
that? I don't know whether I should. But okay. Jamie, have you been up to anything before we go in? Chris, have you been up to anything? Because this is the...
This is a big
I'm off
story.
work at the moment. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm off work, so I've had a good off work week doing jobs around the house. But yeah, no, I had a good day today. I'll explain more on that one later.
Oh, okay.
Very, very good day.
I've been all right. We're just prepping for going on a holiday, really. So just, last day of work, getting packing done, getting just shit done, taking cars. Yeah, my car started playing up last week for no bloody reason at all, which is just what you want when you need to run around on errands. So that's not very. My car's. I'm not a car expert by any means, but the bloody thing is like the whole thing is shaking at like 45 miles an hour, and I've had the wheels and alignment all balanced. But the bloody thing is shaking so violently, and you can like feel the whole chassis moving. I took it to the garage. It's like, oh, that don't sound good. So I was like, well, that's reassuring, isn't it?
Spark plugs?
No shit, mate.
Spark plugs, maybe?
I don't know. It does. It's not. It don't feel nice to drive. So just sort of lots of stuff to try and cram in 4 days, and it always tends to ramp up, doesn't it, before you're supposed to go away, But all good otherwise.
Good.
Okay. So, last week this was, so, backstory, I went to see Transformers, the movie, 1986, at the, oh God, I think I'm going to say UCI? UCI I'm going to go for.
Before you tell the story, do I need to
yeah.
put the old love story backing music on it?
You can put the Transformers music over the top of it if you want. There you go. So I went to see the film when I was 5 years old. My mum took me with Nick Benning to The Point, the first multiplex cinema in the UK. Fantastic. Loved it. There's one part of it that I always thought, hang on a second, I don't understand this. And that's been with me for around, 38 years? 37, 38 years? So I was I was downstairs in my living room the other day, last week, and for some reason, and I have no idea why, I thought about the scene that I always didn't understand. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll speak to a couple of mates and see if they have any thoughts on it. And they did, and they had the same thoughts as me. So basically, how best to describe this? the Decepticons, the bad guys, had been beaten up, and they're flying back home, and what they're flying in can't handle the amount of robots in it. So they decide to throw out a few of the Decepticons, one of them being, I was going to say Galvatron then. He's going to turn into Galvatron in a minute. What's his name? Megatron. One of them is Megatron and a couple of his minions, right? They fall out of this thing and they're floating through space. Well, they stumble across this big transformer, which is a planet that eats other planets, and its name's Unicron. And they basically, it finds the bodies, they're still alive. They said, right, the Autobots have a force that I need you to go and find and bring to me because it could destroy me. And they say, okay, cool, whatever. They don't say it like that, but it's,
yeah, cool, bud.
yeah. Cheers. Anyway, so he remaps them. So Megatron gets turned into Galvatron. Thundercracker gets turned into Scourge. They've got these like Insecticon things, like the Transformers into massive bugs. They get turned into his sweeps. And two of them, so one of the Insecticons called Bombshell and another one of the Seekers called Skywarp, get turned into, one of them Cyclonus and the other one is something else. It looks like Cyclonus, but it's not Cyclonus. So the question I had is Bombshell or Skywarp Cyclonus? Which one is which? And what is the other one? Is it a clone of Cyclonus or what is it? So I have these random thoughts. I was downstairs and I thought about this scene randomly. And I just thought to myself, I'm going to go find out why this occurred. So I thought, right, where do I go to? So I had a look on Wikipedia, and the director was Nelson Shin. He's 85. He lives in Seoul in Korea. And I thought, he's 85. There's no fucking way I'm going to be contacting him, is there? So I had a look, and he set up a company just after he did that film called ACOM. I think it's ACOM, in Seoul, in Korea. And they oversee The Simpsons, the animation for The Simpsons.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's their big thing, yeah. So I thought, there's no fucking way. He's got his own corporation, basically. There's no way I'm going to find it. Let me just have a look at the contact details. Sure as shit, on the website for his company, 2 email addresses, both his private email addresses.
Oh, no.
So I emailed the director of Transformers, an 85-year-old in Seoul, and said, "What up? What about this?" So he was very nice. He basically said, "I don't remember." Long story short, I don't remember. What you see on the screen is just what it is. So I let you boys know that. You all had a good laugh, and I was like, okay. I'm going to go further with this. So I went to the writer, 91-year-old from LA called Ron Friedman. And so ironically, he's on Facebook. So I just messaged him, like private messages on Facebook, not thinking a 91-year-old is actually going to get back to me. And sure as shit, he got back to me and basically said, I never really wrote which one was which. And I can't really tell you. And I just said, well, does that mean you are giving me the power to choose which one is which? And he basically said, who am I? If the fans know better than me, on your pop. So there you go. I have the power to rewrite Transformers the movie. So 1986.
So yeah, what's it going to be?
What are you going to do?
I don't know yet. I was actually half looking for some kind of forum to go to and say, look, well, this has happened. Does anyone want to do a vote? Or,
I think Reddit would be the best place for that, wouldn't it? A Reddit
Probably.
thread.
Yeah, but Reddit would just be like, no, this is my opinion, and this is my opinion, and this is my arsehole opinion.
Well, they ain't got the power you have, so fuck them.
There you go. There you go. So I don't know yet. I tell you what would be great for it. So I think, and it's annoying because there would be a good chance I could contact the guy who writes and draws Transformers in comic books. So Daniel Warren Johnson. So he's a big wrestling fan as well, and there would have been a big chance I would have be able to contact him actually and just say, look, I've got a great idea for this like weird like Elseworld kind of like thing that I've got in my mind about like this Ronin-esque thing that could happen with this clone or whatever it is. I've got really good ideas for it and stuff like that, but ultimately the new company that's taken over Transformers have gone in like they're rebooting it all. It's all from the start, so nah.
Well,
we do a wrestling card podcast anyway, so let's move on from this. But that is probably the best thing I've ever done. Oh well, it's definitely the best thing I've done this year. It's the best thing I've done in a while. It was hilarious.
Did you tell the writer that you'd already reached out to the director and said the director doesn't know?
Nope.
No, okay.
Nope. No. I didn't tell. No. I didn't tell either of them that I was reaching out to any of them. But I've stopped after the writer now because if the writer is saying to me, I didn't actually, say which one is which. Yeah. So yeah, it was good fun though.
It was funny because you were telling it to us like on the chat in real time, so it was kind of like just ever evolving story.
It made me laugh because I'm never going to get a response from this. 24 hours later, look what I've got.
The geezer's 85. I don't think he's going to respond, and then he did. But yeah.
Oh man.
My mind blew. Like literally, I just got out of bed and then I was like, "Who the fuck? Wow, what is this?" And I was just like, "Oh my god, I know what this is." And my wife was just like, "Are you all right?" I'm like, white as a sheet, just like the director of Transformers the movie has emailed me back. It was pretty fun,
amazing.
pretty fun. But just look, you can do anything in this world. It just shows you can do anything in this world if you have put your mind to it and don't give a fuck about consequences. You can do anything in this world.
Very true.
So,
let's move on to some wrestling.
Hang on, before Chris, what was your story you had? You said you had a story as well.
That's coming later. I can't tell you that yet. It's coming later.
That's coming later.
It's coming later.
Okay.
Wrestling. Have we been watching any wrestling? There's been some things going on. There's been some returns.
A few things.
Don't hinder Jinder.
I've only seen a couple of snippets of stuff, so I'll let you guys go on. I've spent most of my free time watching Sharp.
Oh, that's retro.
Remember
Sean Bean. Not a bad show, to be fair.
Sean Bean Sharp.
Does he die in season 1?
No. Oh God, no.
No.
Where'd you even find that?
Currently
UK
on?
Gold.
The ITV have been showing it recently. So yeah. Do you want me to tell you the plot from the last one I just watched? It's hilarious. So the Lady Farringdale has been captured by deserters from all different armies, British Army, French Army, and Spanish armies. One of the leaders is Pete Postlethwaite. Try and say that one, less. Pete Postlethwaite. And he's got a thing about Sharp. So he makes they basically hold her at ransom. And they get Sharp to sort out the ransom, basically, i.e. bring it to them and stuff. Anyway, so he goes in at night. So Sharp is married to a Spanish girl who's an assassin for the Spanish resistance. Everyone says, her nickname's the Needle, but we don't tell you why, because, she's very mean. Anyway, so he goes to this place to go and save her at night, and it's 3:00 in the morning, and he knows this Lady Farringdale anyway from his past, and he gets into her room. He's like, right, we're here to save you. We've got a couple of hours until the support's outside. It's 3:00 now. They'll be there by 6. And then she's gobbling, sucking on his fingers, going, "What? You've got 3 hours?" I mean, yeah. And he literally, all he does is grunt and go, that's it. And then it splits to the morning. And they're like going like to war with these people. It's just pure filth. It's just skullduggery and filth. But
Are they run it from the very beginning, like everything? They run it the whole box out there.
Yeah, so they've done. I watched them all originally when they came out in the 90s, but I'd forgotten how bad.
Yeah, that's one of them that the last
it's
time
probably
I watched
daytime
was in the
telling
90s, yeah.
Oh, it's so bad. I tell you what, though, that I love watching stuff where the main character is not the best thing about the show. So, like the backup, the sidekick, the backup. So in Sharp, it was Patrick Harper, his sergeant, with he's got like a 7-barrel shotgun basically, and he's brilliant in it. He's very funny. But I just thought there's so many other things that I watch where the sidekick is actually is better than the
person, yeah.
The main
character.
Yeah.
Like Star Wars, for example, Han Solo, Luke, Han is infinitely better. Burn Notice, Sam Axe in Burn Notice. There's so many stuff like I could talk about it all day, but yeah, I love it. It's great. I've got about I think I've still got about 10 to watch. So yeah, don't ask me ever again if I'm watching wrestling. It's
just Sharp.
It's all Sharp.
I mean, we're doing something quite similar. We're binge watching Only Fools and Horses from series 1. We're coming up to the beginning of series 4, and I haven't seen them since I was a kid. Like, you forget how funny they are and how much you miss as a kid. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're so well written and they're hilarious. So, and you realise why they only show To Hull and Back and Miami Twice on Gold, because so much stuff you just wouldn't get on TV now, you know. But it's so funny. So yeah,
I love it. It's like it's quintessentially British because it doesn't translate into any other culture. It is purely English comedy.
Yeah, it's so good.
You can't replicate that. So,
but yeah, we've been doing like 4 or 5 episodes a night and just like binge watch them like mad. But that's always been quite good. Like, it's really cool. But no, on a
we're going to talk about wrestling.
Yeah,
at some point.
Reminiscing on classic TV. So, on a wrestling note, I haven't watched any WWE stuff, but it did make me chuckle that we said there's no such thing as Day One. It's not been done for years, and then the first Raw of the year is called Day One.
Yeah. That was literally the next hour after we'd finished recording. I saw it and was like, "Fuck."
Well, I'm sure I saw the advert for it, and you were like, "Nah."
I googled it, and they said no.
I was like, I must have seen. Yeah, I must have not seen it. I must have misinterpreted it or something.
You're not tripping.
Literally that evening, it was like it was.
Yeah,
but no, I saw the clip. But
neither of you have seen the whole segment then. About 20 minutes.
I just saw Rock came
worth
back.
Watching the whole segment. Yeah, really good.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah, really good.
People are loving the old Jinder at the minute, and they're really enjoying a bit of Jinder Mahal.
Don't hinder the Jinder. So,
yeah.
I mean,
Tony Khan.
I was about to say, Tony Khan has definitely helped him there, hasn't he? It's like, do you know what Tony Khan reminds me of at the moment? Is someone just after a breakup. You know, when someone just after a breakup's like just talking shit, and like you're just like, if you could see how you look from someone else's perspective, you would really stop. It's like that. He just needs to stop, doesn't he?
But he's always been bitter. He's always had that
a bit
kind
of
of
an
needle. Like,
you've got to play it cool and show them pay them literally no attention, and you would be doing better with your own stuff. He's paying them way too much attention.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be different if his product was soaring right now and WWE were in the shits. but because it's the other way around, it just comes across as
absolutely.
real bitter.
So he needs to stop.
Need to pipe down.
Yep.
So you haven't watched AEW, Jamie, or have you?
Well, I've got a bit of a story for this. So obviously I'm going to be on a plane.
Ooh.
I have got something quite illicit. So I have converted this week's Dynamite and got it on my PSP ready to watch on the plane.
Old school.
So I'll be watching Dynamite on the PSP this
I like
weekend.
it.
So yeah. So no, I've not seen it yet, but it's ready to go. So
Okay, cool.
yeah, that was it. So acquired
Right.
Dynamite this time round.
Someone's gonna. Oh, sorry.
To be honest, though, no, I'm just saying it's nice that you take it on the plane. At least you don't need to take any sleeping tablets.
Someone's gonna see you with that
one.
PSP and go, "Fucking hell,
See.
this guy's from like 2005." Time travel.
Going in with my flame shirt. So yeah, no, I haven't seen Dynamite yet, but it's ready to go.
Good,
So
cool.
I'll report back.
Okay.
Other wrestling wise, we've got the Royal Rumble coming up very soon. Predictions? Any early predictions from you boys?
To be honest, I think the men's are set in stone. It's CM Punk.
I think Punk's
I
winning the
think
Rumble
The
too.
Rock.
Yeah. I would love it to be The Rock and to throw CM Punk out there because I think
Cody,
that would be
Punk,
so
Rock
funny.
last.
Like,
Do you reckon the final three?
well, like, can you imagine like throwing Cody first, then Punk?
And then
That'd
The
be
Rock.
hilarious. But I'm sad to say that I believe it will be CM Punk.
I think that's his. I think he's doing the whole the Cody thing, isn't it? Come back, win the Rumble, go to Mania. I can see them doing the same thing with him, really. You know.
Yeah, it is really like the thing is, what do you do with Cody then? I think ultimately maybe with Jay. I don't know. They've always had the friend enemy thing going on. Maybe I don't know. What do you do? There's so many. It's like, what do you do with them? Because it's just like you've got like 2 months really to build story. And because it's all up in the air, and I think they've done a good job of it with regarding up in the air to who's actually going to win it. I mean, we're talking about it.
I can't remember a Rumble where we've had it. So like anyone could, those guys could win. You know, it wouldn't be a bad choice. Whereas normally it's like a dead cert. You know, it feels quite lively this year.
Yeah, I definitely think. I mean, like I still hark back, and I think like before CM Punk came back. I think it was even more like up in the air, really. But with CM Punk coming back, he is the bookie's favourite as well. Sadly.
But what about the women's? In the women's, I'm going Sasha Banks or Bailey.
Oh, okay. I mean, sorry, go on, buddy.
No. I was going to agree with you with Bailey. I think Bailey EO is written in the stars right now. Ironically, she is the joint bookie's favourite with Jade.
Oh, of course.
I find that mad.
Yeah,
I find that absolutely crazy.
That could be a possibility.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, because she would have been there nearly 6
Be a
months.
really cool
she?
debut.
So she could be Rumble ready.
Really cool debut.
Yeah, Rumble ready.
So, but I don't know. Like, I'd rather her not be in the Rumble if she's going to lose.
I think if you do the Rumble, she needs to win. If she's going to be in it, she needs to win it just to build her character and everything.
Yeah. I mean, if you had her win the Rumble, you wouldn't actually have to have her wrestle till Mania either. You could just have her on TV week by week, sort of doing stuff. You wouldn't have to. So you could even delay it even further to get her in the singles match. So, yeah, that's a really good shout.
I just don't think they trust her because she's gone into NXT, like development, like the training and stuff like that. I just don't think they trust her enough to send her, like, literally. It speaks volume that she's gone to NXT with regarding that we're now talking about her winning the second, the prize on the second biggest show to go headline the biggest show. I just can't see it. Personally.
But maybe that's why. Maybe that's why she's not
Bailey.
debuted on NXT or anything. And you know what I mean? It's because they're not going to go that route with her, and they're going to just push her to the moon. But time will tell, I guess.
Yeah, I totally forgot about her, actually.
Well, the thing is with Bailey,
she deserves
she's
it.
never
doesn't
won
she?
the Rumble.
I feel like she deserves
so
it.
I think this is. I think it's set up basically for her to win.
Storyline wise,
so
it makes the most sense, doesn't it?
Yeah. So if you're asking the question, who? CM Punk, Bailey.
I'm going to go Rock Sasha.
Jamie. Oh, go on. Rock Sasha.
I'm gonna go
Jamie.
Punk Jade just for the sake of it. I think.
Nice.
Oh, there you
Yeah.
go.
Cool.
Lovely.
Where'd
you get Sasha
I
from?
think she's going
She's rumoured, isn't she?
Well, she was rumoured to be, definitely coming back to WWE, and then it was she's definitely not, and now, she's not been seen anywhere, so we'll see.
No, well, she weren't at Wrestle Kingdom or nothing, was
No.
she? So not even seen anywhere. So, watch your space.
Cool. Right, shall we get into some card news? Yeah? You ready?
Do it.
So we've got a decent little amount of card news this week. So let's start off with AEW. EPAC news. So we had both new arrivals and match day moments in the past week. Did you boys go in for either of these? Jamie?
Nope.
No, I don't know what the hell was going on with me. I missed these completely. I didn't buy any match. Did we even talk about them in ATP chat, match day moments or anything? Maybe.
Yeah, not necessarily in match dated moments.
We did talk. We talked
Okay,
both
fine.
match day moments. You guys just weren't really involved in the chats, I don't think.
Yeah, no, I totally missed it. So no, nothing for me this time.
So
round.
the base set of the match dated moments was Swerve, Tony Storm, Christian Cage, and Dancing Daniel Garcia. The silver was Samoa Joe, and the gold was Eddie Kingston. Yeah.
Before we move on, I have stated this on CFP, so I'll state it now. They didn't think enough of Joe to give him the gold after winning the big one. Says a lot, doesn't it? Basically,
100%.
So there you go.
I bought 10 packs, as always. And not even.
The gentleman's 10.
Of course. Not even a full base set. 4 cards is the base set. 4 fucking cards.
No way.
Sorry, Margaret. No golds, no silvers. Literally, I got...
There's going to be a lot of swearing today, mate. So
I got something like 4 Garcias, 4 Christians, and 2 Tony Storms. And I said in the ATP chat, I've just bought 10 packs and I didn't even get a full base set. Someone go and buy 1 pack right now, and you will get a gold or a silver guaranteed. So Logan went into EPAC, went and bought 1 pack, and he got Swerve, which was the 1 card I didn't get, and a silver Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
So
Man, it's crazy, isn't it?
yeah, and I will just say big up Logan for he then traded me. He traded me the Swerve for a Tony Storm or something, and he said I could take the Silver Joe as well. I didn't, but I do appreciate that. Thank you.
That's nice.
Nice work.
Yeah. So Dio and the new arrivals was Diona Peruzzo.
Yeah.
Your reaction say it all. So
I
Party Marty's X bit of
Dave's still
fluff.
upset about that.
I am even though he's a nonce, allegedly. No, he's not. He's not a nonce. I think that's harsh. But ultimately, she cheated on him, didn't she? So allegedly,
was she
with the guy she's married to?
Sorry,
now.
mate. Was she a ringside manager with him as well, or is it just behind the scenes thing?
No, I don't think they were ever
On screen.
like, she had a career. I think she was definitely at Impact. Before that, she was at NXT, but before that, she was working the Indies, and that's how I think they got to know each other. I
just remember there was a Southside show years ago that he had like a valet with him for like 1 match, and then she was never seen again. I wonder if it was her.
Maybe
Could have been me. Could have been. I can't remember that far back. That's really. But yeah, I mean, how times have changed. But yeah, I don't particularly like people who are promiscuous,
no, fair enough.
unless you're sharp.
Amazing.
I'm sharp.
And Dave, you mentioned it. There is some achievements for the new arrivals. Last year's. Yeah, I'm looking for them now, and I'm not finding them.
They're called First Encounters. So if you collected the base set, you would get 2 cards. One of them was Adam Copeland, Edge, and the other one was Commander. And then if you had the silvers, you would get 4 silver cards. Okay, so the base looks silvery. This looks blue. And you get Commander, Adam Copeland, Nick Wayne, and Mark Briscoe. And if you got all the golds, you'd get all of them. And Jay White and Will Ospreay as well. But it does look like they're out of 32. So it looks like 32 people actually completed
that's
that.
low, isn't it?
That Jay White card, even though it's a bit weird, I need that.
That's a really low number, isn't it? Jeez, oh.
Yeah, well, as well as it's how many of those people actually redeem it. I'm sure they all
You'd have to,
will.
Never know.
And then get it graded for a near mid 7 at PSA.
Nice.
Not hashtag
fair.
not bitter.
Literally fair.
Cool. So sticking with AEW, we saw Flagship 2024 was announced. Posts on like Facebook and stuff were saying July, but actually on Blowout it's down for the 25th of September. So take the July release date with a pinch of salt. I haven't seen any website saying that except Facebook. So yeah, I would probably go for a September release on that one. But there's been no like
2025, you mean?
Yeah.
I mean, that's gone up for pre-order bloody early, hasn't it? I know we had like Spectrum pre-order, but that's given them a lot of breathing space to get this done.
Yeah, it gives you some hope that, 9 months, almost 10 months away, you should be able to get that sorted.
It actually gives me less hope. But, half full, half empty kind of
but no like images of that yet. I'd imagine it's going to look pretty samey to 2023 one. And they also, I mean, we're still waiting for Skybox Metal 2023, which is release date is supposed to be the 7th of February. So not too far off on that one.
These are the Laser Eyes, aren't they? I'm pretty sure Laser Eyes is one of the parallels that are in there this year. It's not Law. It's actually got, pretty sure it was Metal.
It was Metal, yeah.
I can't fucking wait for that. Fucking laser beam eyes. Like, ironically, the worst thing about some of their cards has been eyes. And now they're going to be fucking laser beams. Sorry, Margaret. It's the best thing that's ever happened in cards. I'm looking forward to the laser beams.
Can you imagine if the laser beam is acetate at the back, so you shine a light for it and they glow on just the laser beams?
Nice.
I would... the thing is, like, metal cards. Have you guys got some metal?
I've opened loads of it.
Have you gone near it recently?
In terms of...
Because the reason I ask is because I was obviously digging some cards out the other day, and I went to my Skybox Metal stuff, and it was all of the top loaders are like a Quaver.
Oh, really?
Really?
They're all bendy.
Oh God!
The stock I think on metal compared to
none of mine are. I've got a stack.
It's pretty bad.
They're all fine.
Really?
Yeah.
Oof. But I went into it. I was like, oh, okay. So I redid quite a lot of them. I've got a stack on my desk at the minute actually, and they're not too bad. But in the box that I've got, and the box is fine.
Oh.
Everything else around it's fine. And some of them were just like Quavers.
Was there like a certain subset of them, or was it just all of them?
Because I got trying to think.
A whole load of base cards here as well.
Yeah, I don't put like these were on top loaders, so it wouldn't have been bass.
All good. But, weird.
Yeah. So I was a bit shocked, to be honest. I was like, "Ooh,
It's a
okay."
bad batch.
So, yeah. But ultimately, I do think the metal has been some of the worst cut cars as well I've seen lately. I mean, Allure was good. 2023, I think, has been quite good.
Shirts, the die
Just the
cuts
edgings
were
and them, wasn't
awful. Yeah, I've got some really bad ones. Of that.
Well, no, I've got a couple of 199s, and they're definitely not great.
I've got a purple 199 Max Caster, and it's damaged. So yeah, it's got like a chunk of it missing in the middle of the picture. So yeah, you're probably right there.
Not the best.
But hey, laser eyes.
Hey. Before we move on, we obviously, I'm not going to give too much away because Jamie was talking to Johnny about AEW Upper Deck. I'm very much in line now with getting someone for the show. I will say this, just as a sneak preview to the future. Jamie said something that, while talking to Johnny, Johnny said something to Jamie, and Jamie relayed it back to me. But ultimately, it looks like one of the guys on Upper Deck have been taken from EPAC. We were right.
Hitting shots.
We were right. 3 points. Don't know exactly who it is. I'd love to speak to them on the show. Because they've got. I think I know what sets that guy did or girl has done, and I definitely think it's gone downhill since they've left it as well. So I'd love to speak to them. I really, 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 I'm all up for this now. And you heard it here first, guys. Observation skills of a hawk.
I mean, it's really telling. Like when you look at that flagship, we spoke last time. Like it is really telling.
Yeah, it's the base.
But it's good to have those things reaffirmed. But yeah, I think watch this space in that case.
Definitely.
Yeah,
100%.
So, yeah, all good.
I'm just waiting for details, and then I'll get something sorted out. But sooner the better.
Just really quickly on AEW 23 as well. Since we recorded last week or the other week, I've been really looking at those lenticulars and those inserts and the really rare ones. I am so desperate to try and get a set of those lenticulars. I fucking love a lenticular, and I'm now obsessed.
Which one?
The finishers, the all of them, everything.
Finishers be difficult.
Jesus, any lenticular, I am an absolute sucker for them. Yeah, geez. So I mean, it's going to be a long challenge, an expensive challenge.
It's expensive because they're all like really, really hard to get parallels. A lot of them, but
I'm hoping for a COM-C splurge when it goes on EPAC, and hopefully they'll plummet like Canvases did, and stuff like that on Wednesdays and Actions. But we'll see.
And Jamie, have you seen this product, Disney Joyful Card Fun 100 thing?
Yeah,
there's lenticulars in that as well. Bud.
I know. I'm lenticular. I went on a lenticular binge and bought I bought all the Star Wars ones, all the Wide Vision ones. I bought James Bond ones.
That's the geekiest thing I've ever heard.
Lenticular binge.
I went on a lenticular binge.
Amazing.
Oh man. Yeah.
What did you get?
I don't know what it is about them.
What did you get, Jamie?
No,
we get it.
I'm all embarrassed now. I bought the James Bond in motion ones.
Yeah, I know those.
So it's like
ones,
50 years of Bond.
Oh, that's not geeky at all. That's all.
But they're all like all different scenes of all the movies, so they're quite good. I think it's like a 50 card set. Yeah. I've got Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi, and they're like a panoramic one.
Yeah.
I picked up the Mr. Bean set, which is a lenticular chase set, which has got like him on the top of the minion. I'm on it, like loads of them. Like I've just gone down the rabbit hole with them. So yeah, no, it's all good.
Nothing wrong with Bond, mate. I tell you,
mate, you should pick up a set of Bond ones, and if you want them, they're cheap to pick up as a set. But they're really good. They're very thin though, very very thin. But yeah, they're really good.
I went to school with a guy who's semi-famous now, So he was on Big Brother.
What's he called?
And then he ended up on Big Brother. It was the same year Andrew Tate was on. And so anyway, he was on. Oh God, what's that thing in the morning? You should know, Chris. You're in.
Good Morning Britain.
No, Jeremy Vine show. Is it
the one on
Jeremy
Channel
Vine
5.
show?
Jeremy 5.
Oh, yeah.
Jeremy's Lunchbox.
And they were discussing how they were discussing if Bond was a bit of a male chauvinist thing. And I didn't agree with that at all.
He's
There's nothing. He's Bond. He's an institution. Do not question Bond. Or Jamie's lenticulars.
Yeah.
James Bond is just James Bond, and that's it, really, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't care. Like, he's always going to be there. He's always going to be doing what he's doing, seducing women, drinking, and gambling, because that is James Bond.
And saving the world, of course.
And saving the world after the women.
That's his priority.
Anyway, we've gone off again on a massive tangent. Let's go back to some card news. Panini.
Do we have to?
Yeah. Just talk films and TV all day.
Yeah.
Dom Russ Elite, we're still waiting. The date that I've got, that I've seen knocking about, is the 31st of January. So
yeah, I think that's about right.
Potential.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see, yeah.
It's been long enough now since, we've seen him signing and stuff. The 31st sounds about right to me. But other than that, slim pickings on the WWE side. One thing I did wonder about, will we see a Rock Panini Instant? Probably not, because it's been a little, it's been like 11 days now. But
yeah, I don't know. I would have thought so by now.
You would have thought
surely?
by now, but maybe missed a trick there. But he was in that same gym kind of attire which we saw from Topps for all those years. That I don't really want another card of him in a black vest,
unless you get the 101.
Yeah, well, yeah, but yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
No, it'd be Rumble. I guess if he's at the Rumble, it'll be a Rumble Rock Panini Instant, wouldn't it?
The only other little bits of card news, I've got some Leaf. I mean, they're looking at the Metal Legends of Wrestling, 28th of February. Pre-order pretty much anywhere. Yeah. And
I'm not hot on that still. We were chatting at the end of the last episode of The Run-In, and we just had a bit of conversation at the end. None of us were really into it, and Johnny was saying, it's such a big gamble for that price of that box. We kind of, him and Danny were talking, at home and just rattling through it and saying that it's just, even though Danny PCs The Rock, he was saying, it just isn't worth the gamble. You might as well just buy the comic in. Because him and Johnny were saying that, do I go and buy the Dwayne Johnson Leaf on the secondary market? And Johnny was like, well, just buy the comic images. You might as well get the proper Rock auto, not a Dwayne Johnson one for the same price. And it's true,
Any money, Danny buys a box anyway, regardless of that chat he just had. Any money.
As P-Bear said, if he's going to be breaking it, I know he said he would find it hard to justify the prices and stuff.
I think a couple of people are.
Yeah.
I think Card Tricks in the UK are going to do it. I think Breaker Mayfield will do it.
Yeah.
Medina, I'm not too sure about in America. So I think there'll be quite a few, but obviously the Rock spot, you're going to be paying
most of the
500, 800.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You can't spread it because nobody's going to pay. No.
You'd have to do a pack break, wouldn't you? You'd have to do packs 1, 2, 3, 4 and just do it that way. That's the only way you're going to do it, I guess, aren't you? Instead of spot breaks, I don't know.
We shall see. Yeah. We shall see. Not long on that one, 28th of February. Sticking with Leaf, I don't know if you guys have seen this. It's called Leaf, The Art of Sport 2023, due for a 25th of January release.
Who's in it?
The reason I mention it is it looks like mostly, it's a multi-sport product, but I have seen a very, very nice looking Hulk Hogan tie-dye auto. is in the
really?
sell sheet sort of thing.
Yeah, that's cool.
Only wrestler I've seen in it, but they haven't got like a checklist or anything like that out yet.
Okay, no, I've not seen that yet. So
Well,
Leaf
worth
are
a
normally
look.
pretty good with previewing on Twitter as well. They normally put up like previews, so I might do some scouting on
Yeah,
that.
do some scouting. And then the last thing, I'm going to hand over to Dave for this one. Whatnot UK or Whatnot international shipping.
Yeah. So I went on the Whatnots yesterday. I was actually on Breaker Mayfield's stream and noticed the shipping had been increased from the US to the UK from $18, which was quite high anyway. They've increased it to $61. I then went across multiple other streams, conversed with you guys about it. We obviously found out that they've obviously changed the shipping rates. So that's the end. Personally, that's the end for me with buying stuff from the US, unless I set up a mailbox at some point in the future. But I'll quote, when we're talking about films and TV, I'll quote Reggie Cray. I'll quote Tom Hardy's version of Reggie Cray.
Right.
Wankers. Fucking embarrassment. Waste of my time. There you go.
Waste my time.
Like, I can't do it. I sound a bit like Rosie Jones if I go down that way. So, fucking idiots.
I was trying to figure out what their mindset might be about it. Do you think it's because they're trying to get more people buying from UK breakers and trying to get people to support UK breakers more?
No, they're just trying to
build up that market.
There've probably been so many complaints about shipping from people that they've just said, right, we're going to eliminate the international by pricing them out, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
I reckon
so
that's it. I think they've had problems with either like customs, things going missing, and then there's problems with the customs amounts and, do you know what I mean? That kind of thing. And then they've just thought, right, well, like Dave just said.
Price out.
But, I mean, Dave's got his reasons, but US mailbox, one of us, number one, you know, for me, when you said about it, it's like almost like it's not a problem for me because I just use the US mailbox and it's like $5 or whatever. So yeah, I mean, if you're in the same situation as Dave, obviously you've got that US mailbox option there available. I've never had a problem with it, and yeah. What was your reasoning, Dave? Go on. Was it customs stuff?
No, I just don't like the moving parts. So obviously you have to buy it, which then it costs money to ship it to your US from where that's
it's about $5.
It's about $5, and then any extras about that you can go after that, whatever, and then that then ships to somewhere where you basically rent.
Yep.
Where and for receiving, holding, packaging and shipping. And then if you do it so infrequently, you're going to have a lot of stuff, and then you ship it and potentially you're going to hit with a customs charge on top. I just don't like the moving parts of it. I've never have done, but I mean, it's all theoretical because you might not get hit by the customs charge, right?
Yeah.
Knowing me, I fucking would. Sorry, Margaret. But I've never liked the moving parts of it personally. It's not to say I won't ever do it, but I'm okay for now. I say about 85-90% of the stuff that I actually buy from Whatnot, I use UK.
Yeah, you did say that.
Because the community has actually got a lot bigger. And really what it actually kind of impacts more than anything is new product day.
Yeah.
So like the US Whatnot will have it straight away. And then you can just go on and if you buy in a few spots, you're spending a bit of money, but ultimately you feel part of the break. Well, you are part of the break, but you feel included in it. And then this is how I get to know the sets a lot better because I'm immersed in it. So it impacts that. I did notice really weirdly, like I was on a wrestling Canadian stream like yesterday, and the shipping was $11 from that. So I was like, oh, okay, because I know that Canada has problems importing from US.
$11 Canadian.
I think it was $11
American.
I don't know, actually.
Because that depends.
Well, no, it would be. I don't know.
It'd be about
CAD,
£1.
yeah, might be Canadian dollars, yeah.
Anyway, it was very reasonably priced in the grand scheme of things for $61, right? So
yeah.
It just is what it is. But I mean, I was talking to Johnny about it last night, and he was fuming. It's like, how are you supposed to run a business if you're cutting off your nose to spite your face? But it is what it is. I spoke to Baker Mayfield afterwards. I just said, stop doing international givvies. And he said, dude, I've already been doing them and I've lost over $100 because of it. You know what I mean?
That's insane.
So obviously the sellers haven't been updated really with this kind of information either.
Which doesn't surprise me with Whatnot.
Allegedly.
Do you know what I mean?
No, it's
crap. Like...
no, real bad, but what can we do?
No. Fair enough. Cool. Right. That's pretty much it for card
wankers
now. Sound like Father Jack then.
Arse tits.
Brick. Earth.
Shall we move over to Jamie's Corner? Jamie's Corner.
Welcome to the corner. Right. In the corner this week. But I think it's going to be a bit of a joint conversation, really. The Run-In. Series 1 is in the can. Episode 6 is due to land this coming weekend. 5 episodes are up there now.
Now they are.
Now they are.
One came down and it would come back up again.
Shh. No,
oh, yeah. Okay.
That's fine. Yeah, but we've got 5 episodes up there.
Right.
Episode 5 is the Square Circle Relic Special Edition. So yeah, we all got together at the end of the last record, and then we went straight into a episode of Square Circle Relics Pod Does the Run-In. So yeah, that's why Graham obviously came on last week. He was the timekeeper and adjudicator for the session. And then last week I was the timekeeper for the other side of things. So we had Graham, Johnny and Trav recording episode 6. And that's series 1 in the can. So we have.
It was
got
weird
plans.
not going on for that.
It
mate,
was, yeah. I found that. I nearly did.
Yeah,
but then I'm kind of looking forward to watching the episode, the only one that I wouldn't have seen. So
it's the same. But it was just weird because rightly or wrongly, I see it as my baby, right? So it was kind of like, I feel like I should be on there. But I was like, it was like 10 minutes beforehand that I actually remembered on the Sunday. It was Sunday, wasn't it, Jimmy? It was Sunday.
The Sunday just gone, yeah.
It was like 10 minutes beforehand, and I was like, no, I'll let the guys do it. It's fine. It'll be fine. So, yeah, glad it went all right. I spoke to Trav about it as well. He said I had a lot of fun. Good times.
That's
They were good. Yeah, we got through a few topics and we had a little bit of overrun on the last topic just to finish us off for the season.
Yeah,
so
really.
All good. It was really, really good fun. But yeah, we've all kind of chatted and thought, we can do a lot more with this. We're going to do more with the YouTube. We're going to propose potentially that we will be doing more episodes of the Run-In. So really, really good fun and enjoy getting into this project. So
agreed.
Boys, have you got any thoughts on series 1?
I loved doing it. Do you know what I mean? I really enjoyed doing it. The thing that gets me, you probably know, I'm quite a nervous person anyway. So to then not know the questions and to be put on the spot, do you know what I mean? It really gets your mind working and gets you thinking. And the one thing I would say is I need to write down the questions when they're said so that I don't forget them. I feel like I forgot a few questions every now and again, and I was like, I have no idea what the question was. What about you, Dave? Oh, he's having a drink.
Yeah, kind of like it was kind of weird seeing it all unfold because obviously it's been in my head for like 2 years. And then for the CFP to spoof it the other on their last show as well was a bit strange. It was like this stuff's just been in my head, rattling around my brain for a long time. It's just weird seeing it all kind of just come to life. But no, it was really cool. some stress at times, but ultimately, I'm very proud of what we did and what we continue to do. We obviously have a wash up of it this coming weekend.
Yeah.
So looking forward to that, and start writing. Just keep writing. That's all I do these days. I'm more of the writer than I am the personality these days. So, which I love, So this is what I do, right? So, but coming up with new ideas and what we're going to do. We've got obviously ideas going forward as well. So that's exciting as well, because obviously. Yeah. This is a show that we do, the run-in, but it's a show of hopefully a part of the tapestry of content that we're going to create going forward. So,
yeah, I mean, we've all got little ideas. I know Graham's doing clips of things as well. But I mean, there's lots. We've got the channel there. We're going to use it, and we're going to create YouTube content. So
cool.
Really good fun. So. Yeah, if you haven't subscribed already, listen out for The President's Hole shortly for more information. But yeah, do go and check out, do have a listen and watch some of the episodes. They're all up there and you can do a nice little playlist. And you can even catch us on the YouTube channel as well. We've got all our episodes up there as well in the full archive. So yeah, do go and check the one out. Other than that, in the corner, there's not much more there for me, really. I just wanted to make a quick note. So the CM Punk Panini Instant had ours delivered to me. Matt Dawkins actually bought some. The actual print run was just over 400. I think it's 403 print run, which I thought was quite low for a Punk Instant. So yeah, I don't know what the print ones were on the other, but I thought that would have been higher considering it's such a big moment as such, I
think a lot of people weren't looking at Panini. They thought it was all over.
Kind of went under the radar a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so really. I was interested in that, but they came this week, so that took a little bit of time, but that's arrived now. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got in the corner. I don't think I'm missing anything, unless you guys think of it. If not, we'll go over to the President's Hole.
Right, President's Hole.
Jamie, start my music. The sharp theme tune this time. I think it'll be quite fun. So we're doing a Rumble competition. We did it last year, we'll do it this year. We're only going to do the men's this year. We did both last year, so it's only going to be the men's. And what I've asked is basically in our Facebook group, can you please do a screenshot that you're following the run-in, you're following the Wrestling Card Alliance, the run-in, post it and you'll be entered for the Rumble. The competition will obviously have prizes and one of them, I think we've agreed one of them is definitely going to be a blaster box, right? Yeah. We're definitely going to... Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So please, if you haven't done already, please do it. I will do the selections like I did last year as a live blog. That went down well last year, but we'll see how that happens again this year. It was... I was trying to look after Stanley last year while doing it, and it was just hilarious. It was good times. People were going mental about it. It was good times. So I haven't got a deadline for it. I'll just keep people updated with Facebook. The thing is, we might have to have a quick conversation, guys. If we get like 23 people entering, I might have to just like randomly select people to have two slots.
I was about to say, what I was thinking was when we get to 15, maybe we just cut it then, and then give everyone two spots.
So everyone have two. Literally, I think I am like on that.
You're on,
or if not,
on the cusp,
like
I think. Yeah. So get those entries.
I'll have a look afterwards. Yeah. I did a claim sale last week. The President's claim sale. Thank you everyone who purchased stuff from me. Two of which are on this show. Thank you, boys. Very appreciated. Yeah, lovely stuff. Glad I did it. It's mental how much stuff I actually have still left to sell. I'll probably stick it on eBay, but I might put a few items on our weekly buy sell trades nights, which we're planning to do every Friday evening. So Chris is going to run this, and it'll be on our Facebook channel. So please come over, and if you haven't joined, please join. And ultimately, run throughout the evening, right? Basically,
Yeah,
on that
yeah,
Friday
that's
night.
it. And yeah, feel free to post, buy, sell, trade, whatever. And I'm probably going to start this. Well, it depends when the episode goes out, but I'll probably start this on the 12th, which is tomorrow.
Ooh, fair enough.
So
I'll make it the episode out tomorrow.
no,
then.
it doesn't matter if you don't, buddy. You've got bigger things to worry about.
That's what I'm-
Well, we'll continue to do it if there are sales in it and stuff like that. If it's actually useful, we'll continue to do it.
Yeah.
If it falls on its ass and doesn't get any traction, then we won't do it.
Well,
but you guys,
One reason I kind of went back to this idea was within the Facebook group.
everyone's got a lot of shit.
Everyone's got a lot of shit, including me. But B, our Facebook group is quite good for, we don't have really too many people that we don't know who they are. Do you know what I mean? We haven't got just random people to much of a degree. So I just thought it'd be a nice little environment, and people might have stuff that they don't want to directly go to someone and say, do you want this? I know you PC them or whatever. So just gives them an avenue to do it, and a little bit safer, because I'll go on to even UK Facebook groups, and I'll see something that I like, and then I think, do I want to take this risk of buying this off this guy who's just joined today or whatever? 2 first names. Sorry, Dave. No, yeah. 2 first names is always a sign of a scammer. But you know what I mean?
Bobby
it's
Joe.
just, huh?
Bobby Joe.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just like a nice environment where we kind of all know each other, and I just thought it'd be something cool.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, sounds good. I mean, I've got a load of stuff. I might actually take some photos today and get ready for go live night. There's no harm there. So yeah, sounds good.
So much stuff.
That's it, and we're going to aim to do it cheaper than eBay, so that it's worthwhile for everyone. Do you know what I mean? So if you've got stuff on eBay, sell it a little bit cheaper. Obviously, you're not having to pay fees to do this, so you're saving money that way. Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, exactly.
That's it.
I mean, that's the thing that people have to. We were talking about this like off air, and I'll say it to you guys: if you're going to sell stuff, you got a card that's worth 80 quid. Don't try and sell it for 80 quid, because nobody's going to buy it for 80 quid, because they will just go off and find it cheaper somewhere else potentially. So keep that in mind. Obviously, don't sell it for half the price or whatever, but just be like, if you want to sell something, you've got to entice people to actually buy it from you. That's one thing. The second thing is we're going to do this weekly, so if you're continuously listing the same stuff, we'd ask you to drop it then the following week by 10%. The price that you listed, it didn't sell. What's the point of putting it on again?
So that's it.
Put it down.
The same audience ultimately.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
And if no one's bought it for that price, then there's no point really in putting it up for the same price, is there? So
Exactly.
cool.
Okay, I think that's it from my whole no Liberator of the Week at the moment. No. I'll do it when I feel like it.
Excellent. 8
left, I think. Jamie, you got to pull your finger out your arse, son. I'll wait until Jamie's back. But Jamie, you need to pull your finger out your arse, son, because I don't want you to not to have a card. But if you don't win, you don't win.
I know. If I don't get this, it's got to be fair.
I know.
You can't. You've got to be fair.
Thing is, as well, they're all like personalised as well, so you can't even really buy one on the secondary market.
No.
So
No.
cool.
There you go.
Okay, right. So
Ooh, this is the best bit.
let's go
This is the best
over
bit.
to my Nook.
Nook.
And it's reveal week, right?
Yeah.
Do we all have our cards in hand? That's the first question.
Yes.
I do too.
This is a quick turnaround this time round, isn't it? And we've all. Did we go abroad? Any of us? Did we? I know I went abroad. But
I went abroad. I went to the United States of America.
Yeah, so we've done quite well considering it was Christmas and that.
Yep.
Who wants to go first? I mean, so I'll just say quickly, the stipulation was stipulations. So
Yeah.
so we're looking
Go
for
on, Jamie. You go first with mine.
stipulation cards.
Okay, well, so Lloydie has done it here. So he's identified it as Nook. Got a nice wiggler on the back to keep me on my toes.
Yep.
And I've got a little pull tab here. Let's say I need to.
That came from
me. That Gulio, anyway.
Oh, Chris,
no,
it's
come from Lloydie.
It is from me.
But it's my writing.
But the pull tab. So basically, he gave me my Nook cards, and I've got Velveteen Dream on both sides with post-it notes on both sides. But I'd run out of post-it notes, so I ripped one of the post-it notes and put it on yours before I put it in the post.
And the Gulio sleeve is from me, though. So there you go.
And the Gulio sleeve from you as well.
Right, okay. Bloody hell, there's a bit of confusion going on here.
Match,
I know.
really.
Right, here we go. So, my reveal, we have got stipulation, hair versus hair. Mr. McMahon being shaved
Heck of
at
a card,
WrestleMania.
one of my favourites.
Boom.
Action 2007.
In my
there you
PC,
go.
that one.
Could not find it anywhere. So thank you, Travis Fowler, for helping me get that across the pond.
That needs to be a
I
lenticular.
think that's a potential
Needs to be a
winner
motion
right there.
card.
That's looking good.
I did say I got a goodie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Shall I go? Right. So
Yep,
mine is
yep.
from Jamie. He sent it in a Christmas card with a bit of fragile tape around it.
As you do.
And my one, it's nice. Wow.
Oh.
It is Mr. Perfect versus Ric Flair. What's the stipulation on this one?
Loser leaves town
Okay.
on Raw for 1993.
Heck of a card.
Yeah.
And it was in budget.
Yeah.
That's good.
So,
Nice.
What,
yeah,
£100?
so I was more than happy
I'll
with
tell you
that.
what, though, this is going to be a bitch to take a photo of.
Just put a bit of white paper behind
There you
it.
go. Nice one.
Yeah, what paper?
Cool. Well, excellent. I love it when I get a card in this segment and I'm like, yeah, I would keep that card, and I like that card. So
I'm glad I didn't get you the McMahon one then.
I've already got it,
happy
yeah.
days. There you go. Okay, so I've opened mine up just now. I've not seen this card before. So this is from World War III, 60-man 3-ring battle royale. And it looks like
He's on the
they're doing over Rey Mysterio in the corner.
Who's the main person in the card, Dave?
It is Booker T. And there's Haulers in there as well. Is that one of the... Oh, is it Steiner Liner? No, it can't be. Who's that one? It does say Liner, doesn't it?
I can't really see.
It's got a K there.
I think it might be Steiner.
Canyon?
Yeah, it might be Steiner, yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was Canyon or Kronos.
Or maybe it was Canyon.
What's
Kevin
the
Nash
line?
actually wins the match, but
There you go.
What set is that from? Is that from Tops 99?
embossed.
NWO. Is it embossed?
Oh no,
Embossed.
Nitro. Sorry,
Yeah.
99.
Nitro.
I want to say.
It's WCW NWO Nitro. 1999.
Nice.
Lovely.
Boom.
Thank you.
I've
Thank you.
never
Thank
seen
you.
that match.
I've seen the match. I didn't know that they had cards of it. So there you go.
There you go.
Well,
Cool,
This is
man.
a
I
really
don't know
good
whether
look
I
this
should
time
say
round.
this because I might get myself disqualified here. If you look in
Go on,
the
then.
top corner of that card, can you see what
Yes.
it says?
It says Peel.
So it's a
That's a
card
sticker.
/ sticker.
Oh.
Oh. You've lost me.
Oh, he's back.
No,
Hello.
you're back. You're
You're
fine. It's all good. You're back.
Hello. Well, we'll keep this in. Fuck it. Like, whatever. You lost me for a second.
We're back.
Go on. Sorry, is it a sticker?
It's a card sticker. It's a card at the moment because it's on card stock.
My mind. Blood everywhere. It's a card sticker.
I mean,
Oh.
I'm going to can it. Card sticker is fine. I don't
My
think it's
testicles just went up into my body.
Excellent.
Okay.
I mean,
Cool.
in its present form, it's a card. If you were to unstick it, it would be a sticker.
Yeah.
So let's go with card.
Keep it as a card.
There's-
came up with a card
There's some
there.
knowledge in there somewhere. Fuck me. Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, nice one. Thank you, man.
We will put those out as always on Facebook and Instagram, and I think it's going to be. Well, is it? I think that Vince card might win.
Don't tell the audience what to vote for.
Don't vote
Chris.
for the Vince
Jesus.
card. There you go.
Don't vote for the Vince card.
I think. Well, we'll see. They're all good submissions.
These are really good.
I am shocked at all of us that no one went for a bra and panties or a mud wrestling match or something.
I did. I couldn't. It's too expensive. That card is far too expensive. I did look for it. The mud one, yeah. But you just can't. There was one in ComC, and it's just far too much money.
That's fair.
So, not in budget. Not in budget.
I was expecting someone to do like the gimmick matches from Royal Rumble. I was thinking about maybe seeing one of those crop up somewhere, but no, really good, really good.
I looked at midget wrestling.
Midget wrestling
WLC. I looked at all of that stuff, and then settled
all the niche fetish stuff you were looking at, were you?
Oh yeah, anything filth or with midgets in it, I was straight on it. But yeah, settled for old Vince in the end.
There you go.
Fetish in itself. This show has been sponsored by SM Cards UK on Instagram. Thank you to Scott for supporting and sponsoring this Squared Circle Relics podcast. If you want to make a deal on wrestling cards, reach out to him directly and follow him wherever you can. Again, that is SM Cards UK. We thank Scott for supporting the Squared Circle Relics podcast.
Let's move over to weekly purchases, breaks, rises, and misses. And we're going to start off with Dave this week.
I think really, I bought a lot. So I think this week is just thank yous. So thank you to Erin from CFP. I purchased Danhausen from Erin. So the gold Joker. So I have the Orange Cassidy and the Danhausen gold Joker now, which nice. I think is from AEW 2023. The card set, I love that. I think it's really cool. So love that. Trav sent me over a load of stuff. Really cool though. I mean, thank you, John Thurmond. I haven't actually spoken to him. I've been too busy, but thank you. You chipped in a card as well. But Trav sent me over. It's all about the game. PSA 8 from nice. Chronicles. I love that. It's really cool. There is another one I need actually from Mania 28, so I need to sort that out. Massive thank you to Matt Dawkins for Pokemon stuff. He got me how cool. He got me a Pokemon from 2022. He got me a Pikachu Holo in a Gem Mint 10. Bless him. Love it.
That's really nice.
Yeah, and another card I really needed as well. So thank you so much for that. Other thank yous, so many thank yous. I did buy a box of metal. The biggest card in there was a Red Velvet out of 199. Looks actually quite clean. This was a blaster. I didn't know that they did the purples in 199. So the normal base set is in the blasters. Apparently, the high series is in the hobby.
Okay.
So instead of getting a sapphire card, I got a numbered card instead. So I thought it was a bit strange, but cool. What else did I get? I'm looking around all the bits and pieces. Lots of Pokemon. I was in a wheel spin thing on Whatnot, and I got a Jude Bellingham auto that's just come in.
I know I'm a bit jealous about that.
Well, there's always trade, my friend. There's always trade. It's about 150. So if you can trade me something around that mark, it's always up for trade.
All
it's
right,
always up for trade. You know what I like. So, what else have I got? Lots of Pokemon.
Disney
I tell you, one last thing I did get, and this is really cool for one reason.
Me too.
I went into WH Smith's. I did get some Disney, by the way.
A bit Chromey this week.
Why? Chrome, yeah, some Chrome. I've got that next to me. I did a few breaks of that. We've all done a bit of that. Oh, okay. So 2 other things. I did do a card tricks. I did bought a few singles. The best thing I actually bought on there, I did buy quite a few things on there, but the best thing I bought on there was the Kevin Nash Red, White and Blue from Select Blasters this year. The one where he's doing the point. Really cool. Having that in the silver, it's a case hit, right? So having that is really cool. I got that for like £4. So very happy on that. Very decent. And yeah, so the other thing I did buy, which is really cool, which is nothing to do with wrestling cards. I went into WH Smith's and they had 3 blasters of Sidemen cards.
Yeah.
So Chrome. Lucky. So I've got some Topps Chrome Disney cards, and I've got the Sidemen Chrome cards as well. So I've had 2 Chrome Topps sets recently, and I can't wait for it to go back. Topps Chrome is so good.
It's such a nice card stock, isn't it?
The Sidemen cards are the photography on them is insane, like literally insane, and the pop that comes off of the shine. Oh man, I'm so looking forward. Like it dwarfs what Panini do. In my opinion, it dwarfs what Panini do. So yes. I just can't wait. So that's really got me excited. Not necessarily, didn't really get me excited for the cards per se, but it's got me really excited for what's next for wrestling. So I mention it. That's it for me.
Ooh, right, okay. So yeah, I also went down a bit of a Disney Topps Chrome 100 special edition. Everyone was going after it over Christmas, so I got on the bandwagon as well and fell in love with the product. I loved it. So obviously we were talking. Obviously, I think it happened with Logan first of all. I think Logan obviously done his box and obviously got the hit. And then everyone was kind of following up, and there was a few breaks on Facebook. So I got on a couple of breaks. Nice. It was like a 5-character break. So it was BB breaks. So I've done a couple of those over Christmas. Me and Mrs. S actually sat down and watched the breaks together, and actually were interested and kind of got some stuff going. So that was her first break, and I'd explain to her how it worked and what we were doing and why we were doing it this way, and that was quite cool. And then as a result of that, I'm now going after a full base set of Disney 100 Chrome, which I've never gone after Disney stuff before. So yeah, that was really good. So yeah, I've been slowly picking up really some base from there. So I'm just over halfway at the minute. I think I'm going to do a deal ski with Chris as well to get a few more I need. So that only leave me about, I think, 18 or 19 I need for a base. So yeah, I was quite happy with that. So yeah, big thanks to Logan in group for helping me along with that, and also done a sale with a guy in the card breaks. And what's that group? So that was really cool.
They don't.
I'm surprised that the country the world has not run out of 55-point top loaders.
Yeah,
because they don't really fit in 35s, right?
They're quite chunky, aren't they? They're a nice thick cardstock, I must say that.
50, even before this come out, 55. Like it's the same with the Chrome cards for Sidemen as well. But since it came, like even before it came out, 55-point was really hard to find anyway. But now it must be fucking impossible. Sorry, Tim.
No, I was trying to think. I think these are probably on par with Topps Finest as opposed to Topps Chrome. They're quite a thick card, aren't they?
Yeah, I put Finest in 55-point as well.
Yeah,
they don't fit in 35.
Yeah,
no, but yeah. So that's been kind of what I've been looking in the background, and I had a little bit of Christmas money, so I bought. We're talking about those oversized cards for the last Liberator. I actually went through and bought a load of the cards he had numbered to 10. So the guy had them listed for $3 a piece. So I picked up Samoa Joe, William Regal, a couple of Dean Malenkos. I just basically cleared through a load of people that I liked. I thought, for a card number to 10, I might as well pick up what I want, really. So I picked up a few of those. And then Lloydie, you mentioned in our chat around some red, white, and blue ringside SP shimmers, and kind of like what to look out for and kind of that. So I actually picked up a couple of them.
Yeah.
I don't know if they actually are the SP versions, but there was a couple of cool images I like. So I picked up the Steve Austin ringside where he's on the Zamboni. I think it's like card 228.
Yeah.
But it's a really cool image. So I picked that up and just sort of had a quick scout around for that. I picked up another film strip relic. So I'm still doing the numbers to 25. So I put a cheeky offer in on the Shawn Michaels and Mankind one from the In Your House. So that got picked up. So that's another one done. And my bigger purchase that I've done, I bought a Bret Hart relic today. It's a Jersey relic number to 9. And it's from the 2010 Fall Expo, which I've never heard of the Fall Expo before, where it come from. But the actual relic patch is the skull from Bret Hart's singlet.
All right, cool.
So it's a really, really nice image. So I was like, yeah, I need to just grab that.
Nice.
So I picked up this morning. That was pretty much what I've done with sort of like leftover money and things I sold and just cleared up a bit, really.
That's nice, man.
Added a few bits to the PC, which is all good. That's what it's all about, having a look at your list, see what you need.
You never know. By the end of the night, you might have a Jude Bellingham.
Well, we'll see what we've got. Yeah,
right. Over to me, I guess then.
So really, really good. I've been really.
I haven't included everything because we'd be all fucking night.
People. So yeah, really cool.
That's cool, man.
I'm wearing it very orange this week. Very orange.
Mm-hmm.
So let's start off. An orange Chad Gable to 25 Slam Chrome. Trying to finish the rainbow. I've got the 101, so I figured. I'm surprised I hadn't already tried like at all really to finish this. So I'm trying to pick up Chad Gable's. Paid $5 for that. What? Yeah. It's because it's Chad Gable. Do you know what I mean?
I thought you forgot about it. Not like you weren't
because
purposely not doing it, but the Chad Gable stuff. Yeah.
So slow burn on that one. I will if I see
Chad
anything,
Gable
but I'm not paying.
Wall of Fame on your,
so the red to 5 one went for 56 quid.
He's there.
And I just can't pay that amount for Chad Gable. I'm sorry, but no, I can't. No, $5 for that one. So yeah, that's more my price. Orange Hogan, I pulled out of my last Slam Chrome box. So that video's on YouTube at the moment. So that was cool. Orange Shawn Michaels to 25. Again, I missed out on that at a higher price, and then I've ended up paying like next to nothing for it. So sometimes it does, as I've just said, it pays to wait, basically. Then I did a deal with Shane Beal on the CFP group. So he put up, I think it was something like 6 or 8 autos, $50. One of them was a to 5 Mia Yim auto from Slam Chrome. So I asked how much that was just by itself, $40. And I'm like, okay, I'll take the whole fucking lot then at $50, I guess. So, I mean, some of the cards that were in there, they're all autos, but $1 Million Man from Prism, Road Dogg from Chronicles, Molly Holly from Select, Ciampa Patch auto from one of the old Undisputeds, Kevin Owens. So that, I can sell a few of those and make my money back, basically. So not bad. Very easy deal. Shane's a really nice guy, so I appreciate the deal. As Dave mentioned earlier, I did get a few bits off Dave. Sent in free separate free batches, and it may nothing to do with it. No, true. But
3 batches.
Well, the last one had nothing to do with the sale.
He's got 4.
Yeah. I did the same with Mr. Kiddle as well, our lovely sponsor. He had to have 2 packages because I forgot to pack something as well. So,
but I will just say, so one of Dave's packages,
I forgot to mention you in my purchase from I bought the Ric Flair Transcender as well. They
decided that the Sammy Guevara chair shots was not worthy of stealing, and they put it back in there. So, yeah, pretty amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got, what do I want to go off you, Dave? I got some Shotzi cards, and I bought a Macho
It's
Man
amazing,
bundle, but
really,
as you
to
were
be
saying
honest.
earlier, I really realistically only bought it for the gold Panini debut one. So very hard to find.
Yep.
Yeah. And I've got like Hogan and someone else, so The Rock, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard to find those gold ones.
And I appreciated the extras you sent. Like Jamie said, it was my first sort of
exactly.
hands-on with Allure.
When I
And
listed it,
actually
mate,
really
I
liked
knew
the
that
ice cream bar.
you would have a
really
sneaky
like
look
that.
at that.
I didn't
coming your way.
like it just through seeing it, but then actually seeing it in person, I was impressed with them. So, but still not sold on the color flows. If it was better card stock, if it was chromy card stock, then maybe, but it's just not. Same with the PMGs. Yeah.
No.
I think it's a good achievement, yeah.
I'm very proud. Yeah. I'm very proud that I got the 5. But trying to get, like, I saw someone had the MJF 6 the other day. They had the 101. Amazing. If the the Chris Statlander 101 did come up,
they wouldn't be able to.
I might just do it.
Well, keep your eyes peeled on that one.
Just because, like, nobody else would ever achieve it. You know what I mean? Like, people would strive to, but I think I would.
Next thing, something a bit weird.
Yeah.
It's called
an eBay safe.
I don't know if I can say this. A Mango Trumps card. Have you ever heard of them?
The next Grail.
No. They're on Amazon. If you just type in on Amazon, like WWE cards, it's like the second or third one down. I guess they're kind of like top trumps, but they've got a set called 90s Legends. It hasn't arrived yet, but the checklist was like amazing. Just, really cool 90s wrestlers.
Okay.
Just something different and weird. So I'll let you know what they're like when they turn up. They should turn up tomorrow. No, they don't look. Well, I don't think they are, because they've got like the proper WWE logo, and they've got like some of the other sets they do are like One Day International Cricket and things like that. So maybe they've just got some really random licenses or something.
Mango.
Yeah. I actually bought both. There's one's called 20s Legends, which I'm not sure, but I bought that as well just to see what they're like as well.
Be a little curator to get, mightn't they?
Yeah, something different.
Nice.
Nearly there, guys. I did, as you mentioned, my display. I have copied Logan and Tommy, and I have bought that same
very cool
wall display for cards. It's just such a good deal. It was like 80 quid down to, I think I paid 34. So it's just such a good deal. I couldn't turn that down. And the year of 2024 is the year that I start displaying more everywhere, all over the house. you just got a white wall, so you couldn't. You
should. I mean,
play.
It's the year I start displaying less.
Other cards not wrestling. As I said, I bought a box of Disney Joyful Card Fun. They were really fun products.
I'm so proud of my white wall.
They are. Disney Chrome. I opened my box videos on YouTube, but I bought a Mowgli from the Jungle Book, green to 99. I just love the Jungle Book, so I thought that was a cool one. Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, nice.
My missus pulled the Sebastian out of 99 the other day.
Did she really?
Did better than I've fucking done on Brains.
Oh, mate, yeah, same.
Man,
that's
nice.
a big card.
She was like, oh, that's nice. I was like, yeah, okay.
I really want the
that's
the
the Disney logo one that's out 28, isn't it? The actual red is to 5.
Abby's after the Lightning McQueen in red, and I was like, it's really out of 28. Cool, like, it's going to be such an expensive card.
Yeah, that's the ones I want. That's nice. Yeah.
5, it's even harder. I mean, the film strip, the memory one is still a lot of
Disney Chrome.
I might
About to
get
say,
Doc
yeah,
Hudson
one
the
box of
purple. It's
Chrome.
not that bad. And it's a higher parallel.
Just sell your holiday and just spend it on
Disney Chrome.
Disney Chrome,
At this price, should be
yeah.
one box for that price. I think at this.
crazy.
Jeez, I kind of regret actually
think
that I
was
didn't take the punt. I know it was a lot of money.
I think
but
Wes did that, and
you could have made your
opening
money
one,
back
keeping
so
one
easily
sealed,
on
and the
that box
price
if
at the
you held
moment
it
you're
and
looking
just
at
sold
500
one
plus. So
spent the other one, you
Yeah.
would have covered your box cost.
it's 600 and something. Yeah, insane.
Yeah,
David Adams Europe, it was over 600.
Shit out.
Crazy.
600.
I tell you what, I have never seen Whatnot collectively jizz out a product like this.
Unbelievable.
They were just like, oh, Disney Chrome. And it went everywhere. Yeah, it's people doing soccer breaks that were like,
Yeah, all
oh,
the
fucking,
new
I'm doing
films were
Disney
like,
Chrome
no
from
idea.
now on.
Give me Elsa. Give me
Crazy.
Elsa.
It was so like they're pulling these cards going, I have no idea who these people are. No idea. Nothing. And it was just because people are making money. That's it. You know what I mean? So
Mate.
I am thinking, because this is obviously the first.
And I think
Chrome
even what
Disney
you're doing,
product, I'm
Jamie, is a
thinking
very
this
good
gonna be
idea. I did
a
kick
sort of
the
a mark
tires on doing it. I
Disney
just
cards.
don't
I think if you have a
like all
sealed
the
box, if you hold
fair
on to this in
princesses
10
and shit
years,
enough.
this is going to be such an expensive box.
But to get that full base set, oh yeah, there's tons of good characters, tons. The base sets are selling really well as well, like 200 quid and things like that. So yeah,
No, I mean, there's
Good
a lot of good characters in there. Yeah.
well, yeah, if you can do
Yeah,
deals,
I mean, I
like
did
you're
see
doing,
there was
then
complete
hell
base
yeah.
sets on eBay, but I just didn't want to pay. I know that's probably the going rate for them, but it's like if I try and work a bit harder and try and like piece it slowly,
Moana,
I'm probably going to
sent,
still get
I
it a
think
bit
is
cheaper than
in
that.
the list I've sent you. Yeah,
do you need
Yeah.
Maui's not.
do you need a Moana and Maui?
I'll have a look. I don't. Your bundle.
The base should be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
If
Let
you
me
need
do
a
my deal
Maui,
with
let me
Chris, and
know.
I'll let you know.
Oh yeah, whatever.
Um,
They're there if you want it.
Mickey
And then
Mouse is gonna
lastly,
be the one that's
just
gonna be
I've got to finish
expensive.
it on orange.
Number
Yeah.
one.
Well, no, like base, it's still like
I've said it
about
before. You
15
guys
quid.
don't know who he is,
Yeah, it's
but
about 15
I
quid or
PC
something like that,
someone.
so it's not too
No.
bad.
I've like
Yeah,
set
all
up an involuntary PC for my mate Roger, and I buy him every Christmas, every birthday. I buy him one. He's a basketball player called Jeff Teague. So I've just done Christmas. His birthday's not till May, but I've just bought him a birthday present: an orange to 199 Don Russ Optic card, orange. So yeah, had to finish it on orange, and it looks so nice. This card, I'm like, kind of don't want to give it to him, but yeah, that's it from me.
Ooh.
Optic is
Orange.
awesome. Optic is really cool. Yeah.
The Canadian nipple
Oh.
biter.
Happy days.
Before we move on, before I forget, I forgot about the. I'm wearing the Gordo T-shirt today as well. The official, the one, the Canadian nipple biter. Oh, I can't believe that's stuck. That's anyway. So I obviously that I love and hate Gordo in equal amounts. This is why I've created, with help of Jamie, obviously. Thank you, Jamie. I've created the Gordo, the Squared Circle Relics Gordo 1 of 1 T-shirt. It'll only ever be a 1 of 1 T-shirt. I love him enough to create a T-shirt, but I hate him enough to never distribute this T-shirt ever. So it's going to be with me. I plan to wear it at All In, and that'll be the last ever time I wear it. What happens afterwards? Jamie said, "Oh, why don't you we all sign it and send it to him?" Jamie, you're a lovely person, but he ain't fucking getting it. There's no way. Over my dead corpse would he ever have this T-shirt. So what I'm thinking about doing, we kind of discussed this, is potentially we make it into
Guaranteed, not worn by a Gordo.
distribute it across the world in small bits, and with the tagline of the back, "Gordo never wore this shirt." Guaranteed, Gordo never wore this shirt.
Yeah.
We could have our own logo, man.
Yeah, we could. There's at the back. There's something at the back. So yeah. Well, no, there's the logo as well, isn't there?
Yeah, let's.
And we've got our logo. Yeah.
man.
Top 5 time.
Yeah.
So okay,
You
good
guys
fun.
ready?
Yeah, good fun. Fuck you, Gordon.
I will just say before we
let's move
start,
on.
I feel like I dropped the ball on this because I was supposed to say to you guys, and either on the show or in private.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
2024 predictions, but I was meant to say, can we keep them to ourselves so that it's just more of that kind of surprise element? But that's totally on me, and I apologize for that. But Dave, we'll start off 100%. Yeah, 100%.
Okay, sorry. Okay, sorry.
That's all right.
But it was good. It was good. It was good to see what everyone was thinking about. You know.
Yeah.
The first one was BAU service. So it's probably the most boring one on the list. But
It's not that boring.
it is pretty boring because it's like I believe that the relationship with WWE and Panini will run its course. There's going to be no further drama until they finish off now. I think it's set in stone. So we're going to be getting products up until the relationship ends. So 2024 is pretty much a lock. We've already seen that products are going to be coming out from AEW Upper Deck this year. I think it's going to be much the same as last year, but potentially on time this year. So yeah, I think that service will continue. I think Leaf, we're getting something from them early doors. We might get a few more bits and pieces. So I just think it'll be BAU. I don't think there'll be any disasters with service once, Panini are back up and running again fully. So that's number 5. Sorry, it's a bit boring. It's a bit that's not the peacock of this. So number 4, WWE will do a clean out part 2. So obviously they had quite a big one last year. I do think they'll have another big one this year. I think they are getting ready to shift a lot of people over from NXT. There is a lot of people over in NXT that have been in the roster for a long time now that need to take that next level. We say it every year anyway, but I think that this is coming. I think a lot of the Deadwoods, they made some cuts last year, but I think this year will be even deeper. I think a lot of the Deadwood will be going.
Apollo Crews.
So what I mean by this, to kind of in card terms, maybe, don't buy the middleman right now. Just go if you're gonna PC. I would say, or maybe start off a new PC this year, or look to what's good. I would be looking at these NXT people that have been in there for a while, maybe looking at their first cards and maybe looking to see what this around, because I think it's going to be a big year for them. Mm-hmm. Number 3, no big card sales. I think there will be some that are obviously thousands. I don't think there will be anything anywhere near the Rock sale this year. I don't think there's anything in that I can think of personally that will hit that high, especially the Rock stuff coming out for Leaf. I do not think it will get that high. I think 75, maybe 80,000, maybe the highest we see. I think the Rock sale last year will stay intact. Number 2, the Leaf product will bomb.
You'll take a miracle for it.
It's a positive.
I want to be fucking supportive of them. But at the price point that it is, I don't think. I think the Rock card will be a big card, but I think the product in itself is way too overpriced, and I think a lot of people will stay away from it because of that reason. Because who's got like 400 quid to go and spend on a box of cards and then pull a David Flair? Not me. And number 1, it's not a very cheerful top 5. Number 1.
Who are you talking?
And
how big?
This is a horrible one, but I think we'll lose one of the big boys this year. Like one of, I don't know who.
They're the yeah. But
We're
they're the
talking
two
like
main
Flair
ones you kind of think they're
Hogan Flair definitely
really
in the
starting
mix.
to push it.
I don't want to do like a wrestling
Deadpool.
Jake the
Deadpool
Snake.
right now, but
This is really upsetting.
I don't know, like yeah,
What
but
about,
even like Mick Foley or someone like that.
Oh, Jesus. No.
I don't know, guys. I don't. It's really
It is.
upsetting,
I
but
don't think about
I
this.
have a feeling in my bones that
Yeah,
we're going to lose someone this year. And
Vinnie
when we
Mac.
do,
well said.
the prediction is their cards will obviously skyrocket and then
Jamie.
peter off again after a couple of months. But but there'll be respect on their name when they do. So yeah,
Okay.
go on then, Joe.
Good mix. Right, okay. So I've kind of done mine in a list of what I think will be more likely. So it's kind of in a likelihood order is how I've tried to do it. But yeah, we'll see. So the first one's a bit of a fantasy. Number 5, I've done that WWE will do a triple or dual X AEW auto. So the idea I was thinking was there could be Punk, Jade, and Cody Rhodes or something like that, or Cody Rhodes and a CM Punk or something to that effect in product. So I can see them doing something like that and linking those two together, or even like a Cody and Jade. You know, even though they've had a bit of a pairing. So yeah, that's kind of
Cody
what I've got
Punk
number
would be
5.
hilarious.
You imagine it. So yeah, so that's kind of what I thought with that. You know, we'll see what happens there. Number 4. So I've kind of gone a bit different to what you said, the Lloydie, around no big card sales. I actually think there is going to be a big card sale. I reckon the Leaf Quad Auto that they've got, so it's Rock, Dwayne Johnson, Austin, Hogan, and Flair. I think that may break or get close to breaking the Rock Prison record, but we'll have to wait and see to see what it looks like in person. It might look a lot of crap, but no one wants it.
Well, I did say so. My bench level was like 75 to 80,000, right? So if it's lower than that, I think it's a failure. Mm-hmm. If it's higher than that, it's within the same ballpark as the Rock, all right? So we'll see.
I will add, I think, though, that since we've done this, obviously Disney Chrome has taken it off.
You're right, yeah.
I think that Quad Disney Auto, the one when that goes up for sale, if it does go up for sale, will
Not even
fetch
real.
probably one of the record prices, judging by how the market is for minute for Disney
Facsimile,
Chrome.
After some dude just writing it down. It's not even there. It's
Not even
so-
that. It's just the. It's not even a real. What is it? It's just a
No, that's
stamp
what I'm saying.
on,
It's
isn't it?
just, it's just bullshit, isn't it?
Love it.
I did have this mad idea though. You know how like Trav got his die cut Rock out of his book autographed into a card? I might
Yes.
get my Florida Mickey Mouse one and get a Mickey Mouse die cut done.
Trav's got a new
now's the
project
time.
on, by the way. It's if you don't know, it's very cool, and I'll get him to explain at some point.
Oh, okay, watch your space.
Yeah,
Right, number 3. I've done this as a bit of an oddball one, really. I think that you can pick up, we'll be able to get a new Ric Flair auto. It's not something on the secondary market, a new release Ric Flair auto for under
If
50
that happens,
bucks.
can someone let me know?
But
'Cause
I'm going
I
to
would
change
buy
it slightly to make it a little bit harder. An on-card Ric Flair auto for less than 50 bucks.
that says Woobies.
Rubies.
Woobies. Yeah,
I would too. I mean, there's a lot of stickers, but they like Leaf had just done a Ric Flair sticker and it's like $70, and I think, well, it is coming down a bit. So yeah, I want to see an on-card Ric Flair auto for less than $50 is what I've got as the prediction. Number 2, a US card company at a UK card show. So I'm not including Topps Europe in this, obviously, and things like that. I want to see a Panini or an Upper Deck or a Leaf. Prediction is that we will see them at a UK card show at some point this year. So that's my prediction number 2. And last one is kind of swapping it the other way around in a different way. I think a member of our ATP chat will make a trip across the pond for a card show in some capacity, whether that's while
I'm
they're
going to
out there
predict
doing
you,
something.
Jamie. You're the one who's
Just
there
any
the
of-
most.
Any of us on the ATP. So I'm going to include anyone in the Square Circle Reddit chat who lives in the UK. I predict that one of us will go to an American card show at some point. I have, but I have no plans to go. I mean, the only one that I would be going to would be the National. It's not in Chicago this year, so I have no plans.
Yeah, and I'll say I've kind of got my holidays sorted for this year, and
if there's anyone that's going, it potentially is me. But I haven't.
You're
made
talking
any plans yet.
ATP,
but
yeah.
But I mean, I'm not about just us though as a group of us three. Like, anyone who lives in the UK, any of us that we know in our,
I think it would be such a different experience to
go to
this
a US
country.
card.
We're so much more like reserved and, do you know what I mean, polite and stuff. I'd love to go to an American one and get some elbows out, pushing people out of the way. And, yeah. To
get some promos and freebies.
Cool.
I think
so I did mine,
that's
and
my
sticking with that kind of theme, Jamie. My fifth one is a bit of an ATP prediction.
My predictions for 2024,
but I've kind of ruined it. So on the notes, I put like just some ideas of things. Will Dave ever get his redemption? Or will he just keep sending them his address? I'm gonna say no to that one. Will Jamie finish his AEW Series 1? Will Chris finish his any of the Slam Chrome sets, like the coloured sets?
That's hilarious.
But the main one that I was sort of kind of thinking with this, I wanted to get your guys' predictions on who will pull from a break or a box. So not buying it, break or a box. Who's going to pull the first one of the year? But I've gone and ruined it. I've pulled a 1 of 1 today. Yep. So if you guys could do
Logan.
Yeah. So if you guys could do me a favor and not mention, I'm going to show you it, but don't mention who it is because I want people to watch the videos.
What?
Ooh.
Oh, mate.
What, on your slam attacks?
It's from the case, yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. Well, I thought
they don't all have 1 of 1s.
I thought you would. The reason being,
I think the majority do.
Is this from the case?
But not all of them. So I've watched.
Because
I've watched
all the
two.
cases had 1 of 1s, and you hadn't pulled it yet. So I was like, yeah, okay. I thought, okay, cool. Yeah.
Because you've done.
I'm not quite finished either. I've got a couple.
When you said you hadn't, like, well, not hadn't, but you finished just earlier on in the show. I was like, oh, I'm surprised you didn't pull a 1 of 1, but obviously nothing's ever guaranteed, right? Go on.
I didn't hear your reactions then, but
jeez.
Okay, cool. That's what I wanted. Yeah, really happy with that. We're not saying what it is, so that people watch the video, but it's.
Oh, we went ooh
tonight. It's up
very
tonight.
Cool, man.
The latest tomorrow morning.
Oh, we're not saying what it is. We're not saying what it is
today. That's why I said I've had the best day. Nearly.
Okay. I was up tonight.
Nearly got in a fight at KFC. Okay. Didn't even care. I was like, you can't do that to me. I don't even give a shit. I just pulled a 1 of 1
today. Oh, mate, that's so good.
Yes, that's it. And I sent this morning, this, show notes. So this was not pre-planned or anything. Mate, and then today I wasn't planning on doing a video. I just had a spare hour. Just went upstairs, looked at the boxes, and I was like, you don't know what's in there. So I just thought, fuck it, I'm going to open a couple of boxes. And yeah, very happy. Thank you. So I've gone Logan as well, the Raz King.
Ooh, well done, mate.
Well done, mate. Well done. To answer the question, though, other than you, Logan, because he's
a wheeler dealer.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, it's the he's on every break, 4, UK break. He's normally on there.
The UK will get a shit Panini product like stickers or boring cards.
Yeah, he is.
Foregone conclusion. I mean, we didn't get anything last year, did we? So 2 products.
Panini
debut.
No,
we only had We had year one. We had those two products that summer. The stickers.
from August
Premium,
2022.
premium. Was
The
it
reason
premium?
that I've
We
What
had
were they
Premier
called?
I think
debut,
we will.
and then we had
Premier
the stickers.
debut. That
is
was it.
in WH Sniffs at the moment.
But that was both. They both
just
came out in
brought
August,
out
so like we had nothing.
a new
from that
NBA
period
sticker
onwards.
album.
Yeah.
So I think we could. I mean, they'd be stupid not to try and do something like that again. Get a couple more in before they lose a license. But yeah, maybe stickers again. Maybe. Polar opposites there. That's a card, mate. That's a card.
Maybe.
What are you on about?
Maybe.
Definitely.
No,
I mean,
I'm
I
not
enjoy doing
doing it
the
this
stickers.
One and done. No, fuck that. One and done. I've already got a sticker card today. That's enough. No stickers.
Oh dear.
Get the stickers fucking out of here, man. No. To be fair,
Do you know,
I actually do enjoy
I tried
a bit of sticker.
I tried
like,
to disprove
I
you of
pulled
that, but
the,
you were right.
Gareth
It's his rookie
Bale
sticker. I was like, he
rookie
must have a
sticker the other
Southampton
day, didn't
sticker,
I?
surely.
and that was
But
a
he
big
doesn't,
win
no,
because
we-
as soon as I
yeah,
pulled it,
yeah.
I knew what it was, and I was like,
They're all pissy little shit.
yeah.
Ollie Watkins.
Is it
But I
a
knew,
pissy
like,
little
as soon-
shitty thing?
Literally a pissy little shitty thing. And I love that you sent me Chris sent me an Ollie Watkins.
Cool. So number 3,
shiny
I'm
the other
going to
day, and I
go
love
with
that.
Jamie
So
on this.
I am-
So I'm going to go.
Yeah, but
we
they are
will
still
see a
pissy little
card
shitty.
beat the Rock PSA Prison.
But my heart does soften for a bit.
Maybe Jamie's onto something with the quad auto, but it's a bold prediction, and but also maybe Dave is onto something with if somebody big, one of the the two we mentioned there, if one of those guys goes PSA 10s,
anything can
autos, even if somebody you weren't necessarily expecting, Stone Cold, or do you know what I mean? I don't want to go start saying names, but if The Rock or Roman or Brett, mate, yeah.
The Rock. Can you imagine?
I hope
Can you imagine The Rock goes and then his
Oh
Rock
my
card comes out?
this is it.
The Rock's going to outlive us.
Well,
all,
hold up
by
a
the way.
minute there, buddy. Hold your horses
I
there,
will
sunshine.
add to your point there, Chris, as well. That I don't also know what is going to be out this
Let
year.
me get to that in a
Like,
sec. So
what if
number
WWE
2,
do get The Rock signing as the
this
Rock
is a
and
statement
product
I
at
may
some
or
point.
may not have been paid handsomely to read.
AEW
AEW Upper Deck Card Company will spread their product well throughout this year and keep to all release dates that they initially state. No, again, it's me being optimistic, but they've put out these dates that seem spread out. We've
So
got
what?
February and September so far, so yeah, you never know.
Well, the thing is that they say you've just said it. The thing is, we know that we're probably going to. Well, we know we're getting a law, but that is the only 3 that we know we're going to get, and it's very similar to last year.
Well, hopefully we don't get them between September and December again. Hopefully they're more spread out.
This massive bin.
There's
I would
also,
like more.
yeah, this is it. So
You know what I mean? Like 4 or 5 products.
there is the potential to a degree because you've got EPAC. So we're still waiting for Skybox Metal, Allure from Flagship from last year. So mix them in as well, might just about, but
take the edge off, basically.
yeah.
But no, I get you.
Keep us ticking over. And number 1, as Jamie alluded to, we will see a Rock Auto in a WWE product. Read the show notes, Jamie. Maybe it's the card that beats the PSA 7, the current title holder.
Great mind. There you go. Oh yeah, it's a valid point. There's more stopping them now getting The Rock.
That's it. Yeah.
A signing.
And if they wanted to, Panini or whoever wanted to really, really step the card game up or, their card products up, that's how you do it. You get him to sign and everyone's going to go crazy.
The Rock and Austin on a WrestleMania 17 card. Oh,
that isn't a Leaf product.
The weird thing is that last one you just said, out of all of them, I think is the least going to happen.
No way.
It really, like, I just like if The Rock would have signed for Panini by now. Like,
but maybe if he's there and he's present and he's thinking more in terms about wrestling, because it doesn't seem like in the last few years he's really been, he's got other stuff going on. So I'm just thinking if he's there, then hopefully we'll do.
The reason I say it like that is because obviously the weird shenanigans that happened with the Leaf side, with all of the autographs and stuff like that, was a bit like weird. There was a bit of argy-bargy of how it all happened. And I'm just thinking, why did he not sign? But he did sign for Leaf. So, I mean, like,
maybe they didn't ask him.
Well, that.
Do you know
but
what I mean?
If you were Panini, like that first Prism set, I would have got him for that first Prism set just to showcase, to say that. I mean, that's the top trump in it. Is like, look at us, and they would have gone down like that. That first Panini set would have gone down as Prism set would have gone down as one of the best of all time, because they do to dare, like me going to the director of Transformers, and they do to dare. But oh god, that's the Tottenham phrase, isn't it?
Spurs,
to
isn't
do
it?
is to do. To do is to do.
Sorry, Arsenal fans. But no, I just don't think it'll happen. If it does, mate, fantastic.
You'll have to eat your hat.
There's no hat to eat. I don't wear hats.
You have to eat Gordo's shirt.
I will. I eat Gordo's shirt. Half go to relics and half I'll eat. But no, I just can't see it. It's not me. I'll try not to be negative.
Really. I mean, if you look at your top 5, it's all pretty negative. It's all not very optimistic. So it's
true.
The polar opposite. I'm trying to be.
You're being
optimistic. I think this is going to be a good card year, and we're going to see a Rockaway.
Leaf to bomb isn't optimistic.
It's like his only one, though, isn't it? Something else that I did think about while I was thinking this is that we could also see WWE product this year, like signatures or whatever of CM Punk and Jade Cargill. So that'd be quite interesting too.
I think this year is going to be one of the better card years we've had probably since the pandemic. I mean, there's a lot of fluidity out there. We've got the chance of Panini. We might have some Fanatics. We've got Upper Deck hopefully getting their shit together. I mean, could be a big card year. So imagine what it'd be like if we get to the end of the year and see what we've had out and what we've got. I mean, the playing field might be totally different on the wrestling card scene, Yeah.
I predict it isn't going to be a big card year, Jamie. No, honestly, I think I agree. It's whatever's going to happen is going to happen. I feel like when I say like BAU service, that for me is really supposed to be a positive one, because last year was not BAU service.
Well, we stopped getting product for like 6 months, and
still
haven't really.
Select was like June, July time.
Late June, was it? Early July?
Late June. I think it was late June.
That's ages ago.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And like, thank God we've had some Upper Deck to see us through, really. 100%. But if we didn't have that as well, we would have had nothing for 6 months.
Yeah.
So, I think it really is positives wise. If we get a lot of good stuff out this year, fantastic. Everyone's a winner anyway. So.
Yeah. Cool. Anyone got any honourable mentions or not really?
I think that was just my honourable mention there, really.
Yeah.
Jade was in my mind. Her cards, like if she hits hard, her cards are going to go through the fucking roof. Julia Guglia. Again, her cards are just going to go from strength to strength if she goes to actually WWE at some point. So I think there's a lot of good prospecting to do right now, especially with Jade. I think Jade's cards are really, from AEW, are really low at the minute. So I think there's some good deals to get to potentially make some money out of. But
I reckon, I know we mentioned Swerve before. I reckon Swerve, if he has a good year this year, I think his autos and early autos are going to be going up quite a bit. And he's
Let's hope so.
Des Lynam set and all that, you know.
Des Lynam set.
You know, I just think those kind of guys, I think if they have a big year this year, like those early cards are going to be quite tough to come. I think MJF, I think he's kind of peaked with those early cards. I think his prices now kind of reached that limit. But yeah, I think the next step of people is going to be these next crop of guys coming through this year.
It's weird, isn't it? If they're outside of the public eye, their card values just go down.
Just drop. Yeah.
Unless you're a legend at the end of all of this, your cards are basically not worth fuck all, basically, at the end of it. Which is, it's tough to say because it's like, I want to be positive and buy, you know, talent who is not recognized as being a legend right now, but I could be taking a huge risk if they don't. So, but yeah, it's a bit of a weird one because out of sight, out of mind happens a lot in wrestling cards.
Yeah,
and I don't think it should, because if you like someone, you like someone.
Yeah,
it's like I can use Trav as an example with Sasha. Sasha left WWE and went into New Japan, and he sold his PC at the highest point. Perfect timing. But when she got injured, all of her stuff has gone down.
Yep.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be the way.
Like I've got a Sasha slab now. I actually took a picture of it today. And then I looked at the prices and I just thought, I'm going to hold on to this for now because it's just not worth it at the moment. Her prices are really, really down. Do you boys want to try and Mega 5 this?
No.
I don't think so. No. I think we've all had such different opinions and pretty cool opinions and predictions in my opinion.
Well, at the end of the year, we'll do a Mystic Smeg Award.
Yeah, we'll revisit. We'll have a revisit to this one.
Someone will get an award for the amount of
most
the amount
predictions.
Correct. A crystal ball.
Yeah. A Mystic Smeg.
Cool. Well, that's pretty much us done for today then. Shall we say our goodbyes? Jamie?
Let's do it. Yeah, so all the usual things and bits and bobs from me. So I am still on X. Haven't walked away this time. I've been sucked in by the Elon Musk-averse. So yeah, find me over there. I'm at Jamie Stocker on Twitter. Again, as we said before, if you want to join the Facebook group, we're at Squared Circle Relics Pod on Facebook. Come join in with all the fun games on there. Boys will obviously let you know what else we've got planned. But yeah, everything we've said in the group today will be going on in the next few days. If you want to find the run-in, again, you can search for the Wrestling Card Alliance on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe, watch the episode, send us some feedback. There's an email address if you want to slag us off. There's all this kind of stuff. You can do that on the YouTube. And that's pretty much it for me, really. Yeah, over to you, boys.
Do you want me to go first? I don't mind. I'm looking at you.
Go on, you go first, but
okay. So, Jamie's going to be off the next show. He's on holiday.
Cruising.
Jamie, bon voyage. I hope you are. Yes,
he's lounging back there.
I'll be red and white like a pit nugget, mate. I will.
So it will be Chris and myself on the next show. I might try and find a couple of guests to come on, we'll see. And hence top 5 to be confirmed.
Cool.
So I'll run the next show, and then, but I'll need to sort it out. I haven't given it any thought yet.
Yeah.
So the next show will be a bit late. So, i.e., coming out. So Jamie doesn't come back. Jamie would normally get it out that weekend. The next show, that is, on the weekend of the next rotation, but it will be the week after that, basically. Yeah. So you more so it's going to be 3 weeks until the next show drops live. So apologies for that in advance, but we can only do what we can do.
I mean, if I can get back and I can do it, I'll get it out while I'm flying back, but we'll see if I'm...
Oh, shush. Just enjoy. Just enjoy. Yeah. Don't worry about us. We'll be right. I'm just more worried that recording the flipping thing. Like
We did all right.
Chris, you
last
did a
time.
very good.
We did all
So
right.
Chris
very
has
well
mastered it,
last
isn't he?
Yes.
Press one button.
Press one button.
Press one button to stop.
I fucked that right up. Anyway, so I'm at SCR Pod on Twitter. I've been active actually recently, especially with like the running stuff. You know, I'm constantly trying to promote stuff on there at the minute. So thank you guys for all the positive feedback and whatnot. I'm also D_Lloydy_boy on Insta. Nobody loves me. It's fine. Chris, anything your side?
Send us home.
Yeah, so find me on YouTube, Cambridge Trading Cards. As I said, I've got a 101 video going up tonight, tomorrow. Disney Chrome on there. And then realistically, I need to ship back from my US mailbox just because I've got all this product sat there and I've just not shipped it back. It's always buy one more. I'll wait for this one to turn up, and at some point I just need to stop. But I will say YouTube, I am now at 415 subscribers. So
Mate, well done.
it's a nice little jump up from, I think the last show I was just shy of 400.
Yeah, you were just trying to push for it, weren't
That's
you?
it, yeah. So I've just got over that bump there. And I will say, when we started the podcast, I was on, like 100, 150. So it has come a long way. So I'm really trying to go for that now. And in the latest video, for instance, I do plug the Wrestling Card Alliance. I said, if you want to see the other side of the camera, then tune into the Wrestling Card Alliance. And yeah, that's pretty much it from me. Sign us off,
Cool.
Dave. You say bye.
I'll do a couple of things. I'll sing to you before I go. I will do the theme from Sharp. Do you want me to do that before we leave?
Please.
Okay. So first of all, before I go, Jamie, have a lovely time,
Have
mate.
a good holiday, bud.
We'll
Thanks,
see you when you
boys.
get
Thank you very
back.
much.
No rush. Chris, amazing on the 101.
Thank you.
Proud of you, bud,
Thank
man.
you.
Thank you. So, o'er the hills and all the main, through Flanders, Portugal and Spain, King George commands and we obey. Over the hills and fuck John Cena.